Hey everybody, this is HD. Welcome back. I am back, and I'm here to cast you guys some more Starcraft 2 games. I know it's been a couple of weeks since my last game. Truth be told, I just have been really lazy and haven't been able to do any videos because I've just been kind of sitting on my butt doing other things. I also caught a pretty bad flu for a week and a half as well, so I have been out. I do apologize, but I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still here, and I know, the holiday season has just begun, and I want to bring you guys some new StarCraft 2 content. And I was kind of looking around on the internet, what can I cast for you guys? And there's a tournament that just concluded a few days ago. This is Red Bull Battlegrounds New York, and there are some really, really good games in here. So I want to bring these fresh, new, competitive, high-level matches for you guys. Once again, I am back, and I'll be casting the select games from this tournament, and of course moving on from there as well. As always, if you guys have any great replays, feel free to send them in to me at HDreplays@gmail.com. Now, let's go ahead and get right into this. We have Bomber, Startail Bomber. You guys can see they have the logo instituted here as your, I guess, your icon. Very cool, actually, for the pro gamer. So Startail Bomber gonna be the blue Terran at the top right-hand corner of Cloud Kingdom. His opponent is going to be Esports Acer Scarlet. I actually read this at first and I was like, Esports, but that's actually Acer. So Acer Scarlet gonna be the red Zerg in the bottom left-hand corner, and we actually have a proxy barracks to start this game off. Now, I believe this is a best of 3, and I'll be casting every game from this set. We do now, like I said before, we do have a proxy barracks coming up here from Bomber, and I don't know exactly how aggressive he plans to be with this. I would imagine, most Terrans, when they do this, if they have gas coming as well, they can throw down a tech lab there and start to produce some pretty nasty units. But it looks like he's just gonna go for the Reaper. Now, this is pretty interesting. Typically, if a Terran goes for Reapers on their side of the map, they can just kind of run it over into the base anyways. But I guess Bomber really wants to make sure he has the upper hand here, and he's actually going to throw a bunker up next to this hatchery at the same time. So he's really going to look to apply maximal pressure here. I mean, I don't know if I don't know how much damage Scarlet is really going to take from this. Now, granted, she doesn't know that the barracks is proxied. She's trying to bring this Overlord over here right now. Once again, this is from Red Bull Battlegrounds New York City, just concluded a few days ago, so these are fresh games. And what is Scarlet gonna do? Try to save that drone by transforming it into a spore crawler, but was taken out before she could do so, and so this Reaper already has 1 kill. Looks like it's gonna go for a second, and it will get that drone. More Reapers on the way here, but the Overlord has finally caught the location of that proxy bunker, and now it looks like, wow, interesting that Bomber decided to salvage his bunker next to that hatchery. I thought he was going to keep it there. He could have rammed the Reaper inside and really kept it alive for some time, but opting to get his money back instead. He's still producing more Reapers here, and he is really applying a lot of pressure here on Scarlet. What is she going to do to deal with this? I mean, I would imagine she needs to get some more units out. Queens are absolutely great for dealing with Reapers, and you can see she's trying to get a queen out of the natural expansion right now. It is going to be some time before she can get that first queen out there. The second queen out there. First queen now coming down to the low ground, and finally it looks like these Reapers are going to be pushed away somewhat. They've only killed off 2 workers, but more important than that, they've caused a serious delay in mining time for Scarlet. She's had to invest money into more queens. She's had to try to build spines and spores to keep her drones alive, so this has really disrupted her mining, and the Reaper still has not died off yet. These 3 Reapers are still alive. You can see the units lost here, 497 for the Zerg player, only 75 for the Terran, and now he's double expanding, so he's really got a good sense of a macro here. Bomber has, and he knows exactly where he's going with this strategy. 4th Reaper now coming in. That barracks is still there. When will Bomber retreat it and bring it back home? I guess he doesn't really need to. He could just continue to apply pressure, utilizing this aggressive strategy. And he's continuing to just keep them away from the Zerg base, allowing them to heal up using the combat regeneration as well. Combat drugs. Excuse me. Terrans love their drugs for sure. And it looks like these 4 Reapers are going to hop right back up onto the high ground. Great micro here from Bomber. And as I said before, I don't think he's lost a single Reaper yet. That 75 mineral resource that he did lose, I think it was the combination of a salvaged bunker and an SCV. I think. Let's see. Workers lost. Oh, sorry. Workers lost. It looks like, yeah, he did lose 1. So something like that. And we'll see what happens here as this game goes on, but I really like the position that Bomber's in. Remember, if you guys don't remember, Bomber is a professional Korean player. Scarlet is a professional American Zerg, and she's been on the scene since IPL 3, I think. So it's been at least a year, if not more, for her that she's been recognized as an international professional, and she is very, very good. But can she take out Bomber here? This is, I don't know if I mentioned, but this is in the group stage A from Red Bull Battlegrounds New York. And once again, guys, I am absolutely stoked to be casting these very high-level matches for you guys. Back, of course, in casting Starcraft 2. If I had tried to cast some games about a week ago, I would have just sounded terrible because I was pretty sick. But yeah, I am back now, and just an absolute blast. I think this is, you know, this is a great way for me to get back to casting for you guys, and there are just some amazing games that I'll be doing in the next couple of weeks. I really want to make sure that December I have a lot of fresh content for you guys, so do stay tuned. And look at this, we actually have Cloak on the way here for Banshees. So Bomber is taking a bit of an interesting detour here. Usually Terrans, you know, they don't really worry too much about going Banshees against Zerg, but it looks like he is going to go for that. Meanwhile, going to try to take out these queens. This one queen back here, actually, that's just his energy bar. Can be a little confusing sometimes because the energy is pink for Zerg. And then if that queen, I thought for a second it might have been close to death, but no, that queen is still there, fresh and alive. Startail Esports, that's a nice little logo here right at front of the natural expansion. Yes, there's one over here at the Zerg natural as well. Really cool map setup, I think, for Red Bull Battlegrounds, I must say. But what about these Cloak Banshees? What is their plan here? And Bomber has revealed the Banshee, but hasn't revealed the Cloak yet. It's interesting that Bomber here isn't going for the much more popular Widowmine bio style. You know, Mine bio is just amazingly good. He's actually switched it up here, and you know, as I said before, I haven't been casting for a week, for a few weeks, and I don't know if like the metagame has switched for whatever reason. I wouldn't imagine it has. One thing that Widowmines, they are a lot less effective now in terms of AoE. They were nerfed in that patch update that I uploaded as one of my last few videos before I stopped casting for a few weeks. So perhaps things have changed here in the Terran versus Zerg matchup, and we'll just have to see how things go on in this best of 3. We can get a clearer picture as to how Terran versus Zerg is played out now. But it seems like Bomber has not produced a single Widowmine yet. He has actually just gone with a very classic strategy here. The only thing is he doesn't actually have any siege tanks, which is, I guess, if you are gonna say you're gonna play classic Zerg, Terran versus Zerg, then you want siege tanks. But Bomber doesn't actually have any tanks. He has basically no mech at all. It's basically bio, and that's about it. Some Hellions mixed in for good measure. He is now producing Widowmines. SCV's coming off the line here, and it looks like Bomber is going to make his hold there. Very nice job. Let's look at these units lost once again. Scarlet is suffering a little bit more than the Terran is, but she is just now about to finish the Spire. And I'm looking at her gas, she's got about 600 gas, so she is going to be producing quite a few Mutalisks. 3 bases for the Zerg player, and it looks like, you know, nothing has really changed as far as Zerg versus Terran goes. Muta Baneling, Muta Zergling, you know, any combination of those 3 units, Mutas, Zerglings, and Banelings are the way to go, at least until, you know, 30 minutes plus when you actually need high hive tech. I don't think anything has changed. And there we go, Widowmines now being brought in. You know, even though they do less AoE damage, they're still just incredibly good units in general. So I'm not surprised to see some Widowmines being used here for Bomber. And yeah, he's going to definitely incorporate that with his army. Going to be bringing them over to the Zerg side here. Some Mutas are coming over, but they've got to be careful. No ground support for these Mutalisks, and as you guys all know, Mutalisks without ground support are just so fragile. Here comes Bomber, stimming up, Banelings and Zerglings rolling in, and it looks like Scarlet is going to be able to... Oh, a little bit of lag there on my system. But it looks like Scarlet is not going to be able to hit those Marines as those medevacs pick them up, and great control there from Bomber, saving his Marines and then depositing them back down on the ground in a great spread formation here. And he's going to be reinforcing this position with more Marines. And these Marines are pretty upgraded. They have 1-1, stim pack, combat shields, and they are looking to do some serious damage here. I don't know if Scarlet can hang on. It looks like Bomber, I think, might have this position under his control, and if he continues to press forward, I don't know what Scarlet's going to be able to do. It looks like she's doing her best to save this hatchery, kills off the Banshee, but she's running low on forces here, and those Marines are, even though they're clumped up, you know, there isn't enough Banelings here for Scarlet to take out that Marine clump. Now the hatchery desperately trying to be infused with more health, but it will go down. And Bomber is going to immediately pick up his Marines and go straight for the main base. And nothing that Scarlet can do about this. I think she is going to fall here in game 1. Terran supremacy ruling supreme here. And unless Scarlet has some type of trick up her sleeve, that was a pretty good engagement right there for her Banelings. But yeah, there's just too many Marines coming in, and Scarlet is going to have to GG out of game 1. So we have finished the first game. Like I said before, you know, I'm a little bit rusty because I haven't casted in a few weeks, but I will be casting several new fresh games for you guys in the next couple of weeks. Starting with today, I will be doing this entire set. So going right into game 2, and hope I see you guys there. This is HD signing out.